Hello dear students, this is me Bharti and today we are going to start with a very new topic, that is coordinate geometry. Okay, so last year you have studied the basic related to this topic, that is how to find the distance or how to calculate the distance on the number line. Okay, to students, this topic is really very important from the point of view of standard 11th, as you have this topic in standard 11th with much more details. Okay, so in this topic, you are going to study how to find the distance between 2 points. After that, you are going to study to find the distance between 2 points if the segments joining these 2 points are parallel to any of the axes. Then they have given an activity for us. Then you are going to go through that activity. Then we'll move on towards finding the how to find the formula to calculate distance. Then we are going to start with practice set 5.1, in which you are going to study question number 1 and question number 2. As these two questions will be only covered in today's session, as these questions have many sub questions in it. As you can see here, question number 1 has 6 sub questions in it and question number 2 has 4 sub questions in it. So without wasting our time, let us start with all the basic related with practice set 5.1 with first one, that is distance between 2 points. Okay, now distance between 2 points. Children, last year you have studied number line. Okay, now on that number line you have studied that 0 is the origin. Okay, and to the right hand side of 0 you have all positive numbers, and to the left hand side of 0 you have all negative numbers. Okay, so now as you can see on this number line, 0 is the origin of the line. Then you can see all the positive numbers to the right hand side as well as negative numbers to the left hand side of 0. Okay, now you can see here some alphabets are written A, Q, B, P. Okay, so now we are going to find out the distance between these points. Okay, now A, so coordinate of A is -7, coordinate of Q is -3, coordinate of B is 4 and coordinate of P is 9. Okay, now first of all we'll find the distance between AB. Okay, so I'll write down here. So it should be written in this way, distance AB. Now what we do to find this distance, now if you see coordinate of A is -7 and coordinate of B is 4. So I'll write down here, coordinate of A is -7 and coordinate of B is 4. Now if you see -7 and 4 is greater than -7. Therefore what we are going to do, from 4 will be subtracting -7. Okay, from 4 will subtract -7. See here now. So distance AB will be 4 minus -7. Okay, so that will be 4 plus 7. That will be 11. Okay, therefore distance AB is 11. Got it everyone? Now suppose if you count from here, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So you saw distance between A and B is 11. If you count with your fingers, it is also 11. And we don't have to count. We don't have so much time in the examination that we will go on counting this way. So we have to solve it in this way to get the distance between 2 points. Now once again I will show you distance between A and B. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So what we got here? 11. Okay, in the same way we'll find out distance PQ. Okay, therefore coordinate of P is 9 and Q is -3. Here you can write down 4 is greater than -7. Similarly, you can write down here 9 is greater than -3. Okay, therefore distance PQ will be 9 minus -3. That will be 9 plus 3, that is 12. So distance PQ is 12. Okay, now we'll find out distance PB. So we'll write down first coordinates of coordinate of P is 9 and B is 4, and you know that 9 is greater than 4. Therefore, distance PB is equal to 9 minus 4. That is how much? That will be 5. So, distance PB is 5. Okay. So, this was in case of number line. Okay. You know how to find the distance between 2 points on a number line. Now, what if axis is given to you? X axis and Y axis. So, let us move on towards it. Now, see, as you can see, the X axis and this is Y axis. Okay. This axis is X axis and this axis is Y axis. Now, children, in the same way, on the number line as we have studied, the numbers to the right hand side of 0 are positive numbers, as well as number to the left hand side of 0 are negative numbers. It is same for X axis. Okay. Now, the numbers above the 0 are positive numbers and the number below 0 are negative numbers. Okay. So, you can say that first quadrant, this is called as first quadrant. I'll write down here first quadrant. This is your second quadrant. This is your third quadrant and this is your fourth quadrant. Okay. So, first quadrant is positive. Second quadrant is negative. So, this once again I'll explain you. See, this is first quadrant, this is your second quadrant, this is your third quadrant and this is your fourth quadrant. Okay. The number on X axis, those numbers which are to the right hand side of 0 or origin are positive numbers. The numbers which are to the left hand side of 0 on X axis are negative numbers. For Y axis, the number above 0 are positive numbers and the number below 0 are negative numbers. Okay. Now, children, you have studied how to find distance on a number line. Okay. Now, we are going to find it on axis. Okay. Now, see here. If you see coordinate of A, what are the coordinate of A? On X axis it is -7 and on Y axis it's not there, therefore it's 0. For B also it will be same, 4 and 0. For D, X coordinate will be 0 and Y coordinate will be 4. Got it? As it is directly on the X axis and this is directly on Y axis. Okay. Now, children, you know how to calculate the distance between 2 points directly on number line. Suppose this is number line. For a while, consider this as a number line. So, you know that distance AB is equal to how much? Now, if you see coordinate of B is 4 and A is -7. That will be 4 plus 7 and that is 11. And here you can write down in bracket that 4 is greater than -7. So, in this way you have calculated distance AB. Okay. Now, when it comes in the axis, X axis and Y axis, what you have to do is, first of all, what we'll do, we'll name it as X1, Y1. Okay. This will name as X2, Y2. And this will name as X3 and Y3. Okay. Now, children, in this way, if you have to find the distance, I'll write down here. When you're going to find distance AB on the axis, okay, that time distance AB will be, now when you're finding it in terms of X axis, the distance will be X2 minus X1. Why X2 I have taken here? X2 is greater than X1. So, if you see X2 is how much? 4 minus X1, that is -7, that is 4 plus 7 is equal to 11. Therefore, distance AB is 11. Got it? This is your X1, Y1, X2, Y2, X3, y3. Okay. Now children, if you have to find distance, suppose if you take dk, okay, if you have to find distance dk, suppose we say here is any point k, okay, if you have to find distance dk at that time, distance dk. Now if you see, one second children, I'll write down the coordinates. Okay, now what we'll do, I've taken any point here k and I'll write down its coordinates will be, x coordinate will be 0 as it is on y axis and y coordinate will be 4, and this will be your x4 and y4. Okay, now in order to find distance dk, okay, now this is on y axis, so we are going to consider y coordinates. Okay, these points are on y axis, therefore we are going to consider y coordinates. So now if you see, -4 is smaller than 4, so what we'll do here, that is y3 minus y4, and here you can write down y3 is greater than y4. So how much is y3? y3 is 4 and y4 is -4. Therefore, distance dk will be 4 plus 4, that is 8. Okay, understood? In this way you have to find the distance between 2 points given on the axis. First of all, consider them. Now first one, always you write the coordinate as x, y. First you write the coordinate of x axis and then you write the coordinate of y axis. Okay, then it becomes easy for you all to write down as x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, x4, y4. I hope so it is clear till here now. Now let us move on to the next point. Now children, they have given a diagram over here and they have asked you to find the distance between AB and PQ. Now you can see I have drawn here a line, suppose this is line L. Line L is parallel to x-axis. Okay, remember that line L is parallel to x-axis and line M is parallel to y-axis. Okay, now they have told us to find distance between AB. Okay, you have to find distance between AB. Now what we'll do, we'll take a scale, okay, and we'll from A we'll draw a dotted line on axis x, or you can say x axis. Okay, from point A I'm drawing a dotted line over here. See here, it has come on -3. In the same way, I'll draw a dotted line from B on x-axis or perpendicular to x-axis. See, it has come on 2. Okay. Now you know that coordinate of A is -3 on x-axis and 4 on y-axis. Similarly, coordinate of B is 2 on x-axis and 4 on y-axis. Similarly, if you see, coordinate of P is 7 on x-axis and if you see it is 2 on y-axis. Similarly, coordinate of Q on x-axis is 7 and on y-axis it is 5. Now children, when they have told you to find out the distance between 2 points, suppose we have considered here AB. So when you draw this dotted line, it has come on -3 and -2. Okay, suppose we'll consider these points as J, K. Okay, we consider this point as JK. So whatever is the distance between JK will be the distance between AB. Okay, remember now what we did, we have drawn this dotted line over here perpendicular to x-axis. Okay, and we have named these 2 points JK. Okay, so whatever the distance will be between JK, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Suppose it is 5. That much will be the distance between AB. Got it? In the same way, if you draw a dotted line from here and you name this point as suppose C and D. whatever is the distance between these 2 points will be the distance between P and Q. So first of all, what we'll do, we'll name these coordinates. Okay, for A we'll write x1, y1. Okay, for B we'll write x2, y2. Okay, for P we'll write x3, y3, and for Q we'll write x4 and y4. Okay, now first of all we'll find out distance AB. Okay, distance AB is equal to, now suppose, now if you see here, distance AB, that will be equal to JK. Okay, so what is x coordinate of A? That is -3, and x coordinate of B is 2. Okay, it's therefore 2 is greater than 3, therefore 2 minus -3, here you can write down 2 is greater than -3, therefore that will be 2 plus 3, that is 5. Okay, this we took only in case of x-axis or in the form of number line. Now when it comes in the form of axis, that time what you have to do, distance AB is equal to, now which one is greater? You can see here x2 is greater than x1, therefore write down here x2 minus x1. Now what is x2? x2 is 2 minus x1 is -3, that will be 2, minus minus will become plus, that will be 3, and distance AB is 5, and here you can write down x2 is greater than x1. Okay, now similarly in the case of P and Q, what we'll do, we'll draw here dotted line. From P we'll draw dotted line on y axis. Okay, from Q also we'll draw a dotted line. Okay, now suppose I name these points as C and D. So whatever will be the distance between C and D, that will be the distance between P and Q. Okay, now suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, distance between P and Q will be also 7. Got it everyone? Now what we'll do, we'll write it with the help of formula. So distance PQ. Okay, now don't consider, as this line is parallel to y axis, you have to consider y coordinates. Okay, now as this line L was parallel to x axis, therefore we have considered here x2 minus x1. Okay, when you have to see the line is parallel to which line? It is parallel to x axis, then you have to take x coordinates. Okay, now if you see this line M is parallel to line Y, then you have to take y coordinates. Okay, y coordinates of point P and Q. Now if you see, now in this y coordinate, y3 is 2 and y4 is 5. Okay, here you can write down y3 is greater than y4, therefore you will write down here y3 minus y4. How much is the value of y3? That is 2 minus 5, that will be 2, minus minus will become plus 7, that is, sorry, here it's 5, sorry, minus minus will become plus 5, that is 7. Distance PQ is 7. I hope so you have understood. Now once again I'll repeat, you have to see, when this line L is parallel to x axis and they have told you to find distance AB, that time when the line is parallel to x axis, you have to take x coordinates, and now in PQ this line is parallel to y axis, so in order to find distance PQ we have taken coordinates of y axis. Okay, I hope so it is clear till here. Now let us move on towards the activity which they have given in your textbook. Okay, so this activity is really very easy activity. Now children, in this activity, okay, they have given us coordinates of C. On x axis is -2 and on y axis is 2. Okay, coordinates of C. C, x coordinate is 2 and on y axis is sorry, on x axis is -2 and on y axis is 2. Now if you see B, coordinates on x axis is 2 as well as on y axis is also 2. Coordinate of A on x axis is 2 and on y axis is 3. Got it everyone? Now, one second. Okay. Now children, seg AB is parallel to, now if you see this seg AB, it is parallel to y axis. You can see this is your y and here I'll write y dash. This is your x axis and here I'll write as x dash. Even it is x dash, this whole line is called as x axis and this whole line is called as y axis. Okay. Now children, if you see seg AB is parallel to y axis and seg CB is parallel to x axis. Okay. Here x, or you can say this x is perpendicular to y. Okay. Always this line will be perpendicular to y axis. Okay. Then if you see seg AB is also perpendicular to seg BC. You can see seg AB is perpendicular to BC. So you may write down here CB or BC. Okay. Therefore angle ABC will be how much? 90 degrees. Now here we get a right angle triangle. Okay. In right angle triangle ABC by Pythagoras theorem, AB square, now see AB square plus BC square will be equal to AC square. So I'll write down here AC square and this is your equation 1. Now CB is parallel to x axis. Therefore y coordinate of B will be, now first of all we'll write down it as, see, we'll write down these points as x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. Okay. Now children, if you see CB is parallel to x axis. Okay. Therefore the y coordinate of B is what? y2. How much is y2? That is 2. You may write down here 2. Y coordinate of B, this one, that is 2. Now BA is parallel to y axis and therefore x coordinate of B is 2. I'll mark it with black pen. X coordinate of B is also 2. Got it? Now AB is equal to, now if you see AB, now AB is parallel to y axis and therefore we are going to consider the y coordinates of AB. So you can see 3 is greater than 2. Therefore we'll take here y1 minus y3, that is 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. Therefore AB is how much? 1. AB will be 1. Now if you see BC, line BC or CB is parallel to x axis. Therefore we are going to consider the x coordinates. Okay, we are going to consider the x coordinate. Now 2 is greater than -2. Therefore we take, okay, therefore we are going to take x2 minus x3. Okay, I'll make a correction here. X2 minus x3, that is 2 minus -2, that will be 2, minus will become plus, here will be 2, that is 4. So BC will be 4. So I'll write down here BC is how much? 4. Okay. Now we are going to put these values of AB and BC in equation 1. Okay. Therefore AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Okay. Therefore AB square is how much? That is 1 square plus BC square is 4 square. That will be 1 plus 16. Okay, that is 17. Okay, therefore AC will be under root of 17. So see, this was also very easy. Now let us move on towards distance formula. How to find distance formula? Okay children. Now they have given a graph over here. Okay, here you can see point x1, x2 of x-axis and y1, y2 of y-axis. Okay, now children, here you can see AB. Okay, C we have taken as x1, y1, B as x2. Now see, I'll explain you once again in detail. Now coordinate of C on x-axis is x1 and y-axis is y1. Coordinate of B on x-axis is x2, on y-axis is y1. Got it? Coordinate of B on x-axis is x2 and y-axis is y1. Now if you see A, coordinates of point A are on x-axis it is x2 and on y-axis it is y2. Got it? Now children, if you see distance AB, now how you'll find AB? Now this AB is parallel to y-axis, therefore you will be considering y coordinates. Okay, distance AB will be y2 minus y1, and write down here y2 is greater than y1. If y1 is greater, then you can take here y1 minus y2. Got it? Now if you see distance BC, now this BC is parallel to x-axis and therefore you will be taking x coordinates of B and C. That will be x2 minus x1. x2 minus x1. Remember, write down here x2 is greater than x1. Okay. Now we have a triangle over here, that is triangle ABC. Okay. Now this triangle is a right angle triangle as this is perpendicular to x-axis. Okay. Therefore, angle B will be 90 degrees. Therefore, I'll write down here in triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Okay. Now, here we are going to apply Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem, here you have AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Okay. Now you have got your value of AB. So you can write down here y2 minus y1 bracket square plus BC square is x2 minus x1 bracket square. Okay. Now what we are going to do is we want the value of AC. This is AC square. Therefore, AC will be under root of, first of all, we'll arrange this properly. Okay, we'll arrange this properly. I'll write down once again here AC square is equal to x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. Okay, now I'll write down here AC is equal to under root of x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. Okay. Now here you have to remember that now when I have taken here x2 and y2, that means x2 is greater than x1 and y2 is greater than y1. You can also write this formula in this way. AC is equal to under root of x1 minus x2 bracket square plus y1 minus y2 bracket square, but you have to mention here that x1 is greater than x2 and y1 is greater than y2. Then you can use, you have to see whether x2 is greater or x1 is greater. First of all, you have to identify that, and in that way you have to use this formula. It is not going to cause any difference. Now suppose if I show you here, if I take here x2 minus x1 bracket square, it will be how much? x2 square minus 2x1 x2 plus x1 bracket square. Now if I take x1 minus x2 bracket square, that is also going to be the same, x1 square minus 2x1 x2 plus x2 bracket square. If you see, it is one and the same, only the first term has gone at the end and the second term has come at the first. It is the same. Okay, so you have to just check whether x1 is greater or x2 is greater, and in the way you have to apply this formula. Now children, suppose P is any point over here. Okay, its coordinates are x and y. You have to find the distance from origin to P. You have to find the distance from origin to P. At that time, what you are going to do is, so I'll write down here. So PO will be under root of x2 minus x1 plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. That will be how much? Now x coordinate is x minus 0 bracket square plus y minus 0 bracket square. That will be equal to under root of x square plus y square. Okay. So PO will be x square plus under root of x square plus y square. Now let us move on towards practice set 5.1. I'll write down here. Practice set 5.1, question number 1. In that sub question 1. Okay, you have to find the distance between each point. Now this is very easy, children. When it is told to you all to find the distance between 2 points, you have also studied this last year. Here first of all you will be writing the values of x1 and y1. Okay, now suppose what we'll do, we'll mention it as x1, this as y1, this as x2 and y2. Okay, now you'll write down here, suppose the coordinates of A is equal to x1 and y1. Okay, in the same way, suppose the coordinates of B is equal to x2 and y2. Now therefore you can write down here x1 is equal to 2 and x2 is equal to 4. Okay, y1 is equal to 3 and y2 is equal to 1. Now here you have to put distance formula. Just now you have studied distance formula. Now just see here, x2 is greater than x1. Got it? x2 is greater than x1 and therefore you will write down here AB is equal to under root of x2 minus x1 plus, here also you will repeat the same thing. When you are taking x2, here you are going to take y2 minus y1, even when if y1 is greater than y3. Got it? Therefore you will write down here, you are going to put the values over here. So how much is x2? x2 is 4. So sorry, I forgot to write down here square. It's square. So x2 is 4 minus x1 is 2 bracket square plus y2 is 1 minus y1 is 3 bracket square. Therefore under root of 4 minus 2 is 2 bracket square plus minus 3 plus 1 will be minus 2 bracket square. Therefore you will have here 4 plus minus 2 bracket square will be minus 2 into minus 2, that will be plus 4. Got it? Therefore you have here 8. Now what is 8? Under root of 4 into 2. Therefore it will be 2 under root 2. That is the value of AB. So see how easy this question was. Now let us find the distance between P and Q. So first step will be, name it as x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, write down a statement over here. Suppose the coordinates of P is equal to x1 y1. Same statement will repeat below here. Suppose the coordinate of q is equal to x2 y2. Okay, now you have to apply this before applying distance formula, write down your values of x1 and y1. x1 x2, okay, y1 y2. So what is x1? x1 is equal to -5, x2 is equal to -1. Okay, then y1 is equal to 7 and y2 is equal to 3. Now we'll apply the distance formula over here. Distance formula. Okay, so by applying distance formula here, distance PQ is equal to under root of, now you can see -1 is greater than -5. Therefore, you will take the formula x2 minus x1. Therefore, you can write down here x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. Okay, therefore, now we'll put the values. What is x2? x2 is -1 minus -5 bracket square plus how much is y2? y2 is 3 minus 7 bracket square. Okay, therefore here -1, this minus will become plus 5 bracket square is equal, plus 3 minus 7, 3 minus 7, that will be -4, -4 bracket square. Okay, I'll change the pen. That is equal to -1 plus 5 will be plus 4 bracket square plus -4 bracket square. That will be, here it will be 16 and -4 into -4 will be plus 16. So 16 plus 16 is 32. That will be under root of 32. Now if we are going to split this 32. 32 is what? 16 into 2. 16 is square of 4, so it will come out. It will be under root of 2. So this is your distance PQ. Got it, everyone? So it's very easy. Now let us move on towards the next point, or the third question of question number 1. R is 0 minus 3. S is 0, 5 upon 2. Okay, now here also what you are going to do, you are going to suppose your x1, y1. So this is x1, this is your y1, this is your x2 and this is your y2. Okay, write down the statement. Suppose the coordinates, suppose the coordinates of R is equal to x1, y1. In the same way, you will write down here, suppose the coordinates of S is equal to x2 and y2. Okay, now we'll write down what is x1. x1 is 0, x2 is also 0, y1 is -3 and y2 is 5 upon 2. Okay, now here also we are going to apply the same formula, same distance formula. I'll write down here distance formula. To find out distance RS, that is equal to under root of x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. That is equal to, okay. Now how much is the value of x2? x2 is 0 minus x1 is also 0 bracket square plus y2 is how much? y2 is 5 upon 2 and minus 3 bracket square. Therefore you have here 5 upon 2 minus will become plus 3 bracket square. Okay, therefore you have under root of Now what we'll do, we'll multiply by this 2 to 3. Okay, here we have 2. So 5 plus 6 upon 2 bracket square. Okay, that will be equal to under root of 11 upon 2 bracket square. Okay, that will be equal to 11 upon 2, or you can also divide this. That will be 2 1s are, that will be, and 2 5s are 10, that will be 5.5. okay, therefore distance RS will be 11 upon 2 or 5.5. okay, what we did, we have taken this out of the square root. Okay, and then we have divided it, therefore we get 5.5, or if you don't want to divide it, you can keep it as it is. Now let us move on towards the fourth question of question number 1. In that, L is 5 and minus 8, okay, and Q is minus 7 minus 3. Now we'll name it as x1 x2 x1 x2. This will be your, sorry, x1 y1 children, I'm sorry, I'll just cancel it, x1 y1 x2, and this is y2. okay, now suppose the coordinates, of R is, sorry, not R, L is equal to x1 y1. In the same way, suppose the coordinates of Q is equal to x2 y2. okay, therefore x1 is equal to 5, y1 is equal to minus 8, x2 is equal to minus 7, and y2 is equal to minus 3. okay, now what we are going to do is, we are going to apply the distance formula over here. Therefore I'll write down here distance formula. Okay, now I hope so you all have understood here. Here x1 is greater than x2, therefore formula will be x1 minus x2. Got it everyone? Now therefore distance LQ is equal to under root of, so formula will change here, x1 is greater than x2, therefore x1 minus x2 bracket square plus y1 minus y2 bracket square. Now we'll put the values over here. What is x1? That is 5 minus 7 bracket square plus y1 is minus 8 minus 3 bracket square. Okay, therefore here you will have 5 minus will become plus 7 bracket square plus minus 8 minus will become plus 3 bracket square. So that will be under root of 5 plus 7 is 12. okay, 12 square plus minus 8 plus 3 will be minus 5 bracket square. Therefore 12 square is 144 plus minus 5 into minus 5, that will be plus 25. So therefore it will be under root of 144 plus 25, that will be 169. So 169 is square of 13, therefore LQ will be 13. So see, it was very easy. Now let us move on towards question number 5. Okay, in question number 5 they have given t is minus 3, 6. Coordinate of R is 9 and minus 10. Okay, we have to find the distance TR. So what we are going to do here, this is your x1, y1. This is your x2, y2. Now suppose the coordinates, of t is equal to x1, y1. In the same way, suppose the coordinates of R is equal to x2, y2. Okay, now we'll write down in detail here. x1 is equal to minus 3, x2 is equal to 9. Okay, then y1 is equal to 6 and y2 is equal to minus 10. Therefore, we'll write down here distance formula. Distance formula okay. So what is distance formula? Now you have to find distance. TR is equal to under root of, now you can see here x2 is greater than x1, therefore x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. Therefore under root of x2 is how much? That is 9 minus 3 bracket square plus y2 is how much? y2 is minus 10 minus 6 bracket square. Okay, therefore under root of 9 minus will become plus 3 bracket square plus minus 10 minus 6 is how much? That will be minus 16. Okay, minus 16 bracket square. Therefore 9 plus 3 is 12 square plus minus 16 into minus 16, that will be 256. Therefore under root of 144 plus 256. Okay, I'll write this side now. Now 256 plus 144, that is 10, that will be 400. Okay, therefore TR is equal to under root of 400. Therefore TR is equal to 20. Distance TR is 20. Okay, now let us move on towards the last question. In question number 1, in that they have given you value of coordinates of w, that is minus 7 upon 2, and y coordinate of w is 4. Okay, then x coordinate of x is 11 and x coordinate of y is 4. Now what we are going to do is we'll suppose this as x1 y1, this as x2 y2. Okay, so we'll write down here, suppose the coordinates, suppose the coordinates of w is equal to x1 y1. In the same way, suppose the coordinates of x is equal to x2 and y2. Okay, therefore I'll write down here values of x1. x1 is equal to minus 7 upon 2 and x2 is equal to 11. Okay, y1 is equal to 4 and y2 is equal to y2 is also 4. Okay, it's 4 4. Now let us write down distance formula. Distance formula. So distance formula is wx is equal to under root of, okay, now here you can see x2 is greater than x1, therefore you are going to take here x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. Okay, now what is x2? x2 is 11 minus 7 upon 2 bracket square plus y2 is 4 minus 4 bracket square. Okay, now this will be under root of 11 minus 7 upon 2 bracket square plus 0 square. Okay, then you will have here under root of 11 minus will become plus 7 upon 2 bracket square. So what is this 7 upon 2? 7 upon 2 can be written as 3.5. 2 ones are 2, 3.5s are, you can write here. Therefore under root of 11 plus 3.5, okay, bracket square, that will be equal to 11 plus 3.5, that is under root of 14.5 bracket square. Okay, or you can also solve this in this way. I'll write down it, or under root of 11 plus 7 upon 2 bracket square can also be written as, now 22 plus 7 upon 2 bracket square, that is equal to under root of 29 upon 2 bracket square, that will be equal to 29 upon 2. Okay, therefore Wx will be equal to 14.5 or 29 upon 2. Okay, in this way we have completed question number first of practice set 5.1. Now let us move on towards question number 2. Okay, so in question number 2 you have to determine whether the points are collinear. Now for these children, here again you are going to suppose that this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2, this is x3 and this is y3. Okay, now write down here, suppose the coordinates of A is equal to x1 y1. Now suppose the coordinates of B is equal to x2 y2, and suppose the coordinates of C is equal to x3 y3. Okay, now here we'll write down the values of x1, x2, x3. So what is x1? That is 1, x2 is 2 and x3 is minus 4. So here y1, y2 and y3. So value of y1 is minus 3, y2 is minus 5 and y3 is 7. Okay, now first of all we'll find out distance AB. So I'll write down from this side, so I'll get space over here. Okay, now AB is equal to under root of, now here x1 y1, x2 y2. So which one is greater? x2 is greater than x1. Therefore x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. So value of x2 is how much? x2 is 2 minus x1 is 1 bracket square plus y2 is minus 5 minus 3 bracket square. That will be equal to, this will be 1 square plus minus 5 plus 3 bracket square. That will be under root of 1 plus minus 5 plus 3, that will be minus 2 bracket square. That will be under root of 1 plus minus 2 into minus 2 is 4. That will be under root of 5. Okay, now in the same way we'll find out distance BC. Okay, we'll find out distance BC. I'll write down here BC. Okay, BC is equal to under root of, now if you see BC, x2 y2 x3 y3. Okay, now if you see x2 is 2 and x3 is minus 4, therefore x2 is greater than x3. Therefore you can write down here x2 minus x3 bracket square plus y2 minus y3 bracket square. Okay, therefore you can put the values now. How much is x2? x2 is 2 and x3 is minus 4 bracket square plus y2 is minus 5 plus minus 7, sorry, here it's minus 7. Okay, here you have 2 minus minus is plus 4 bracket square plus minus 7 minus 5 minus 7, that is how much? Minus or you can say it becomes plus 12. Now y2, if you see y2 is minus 5. Okay, y2 is, sorry, it's creating a mess over here. I'll write it down over here, children, just ignore this. Now what I'll do, I'll write this part down over here, so it will not become, it will not mix with each other. Now let us take BC. Okay, now if you see BC, distance BC is equal to under root of x3 minus x2. Okay, x3 minus x2. If you see y is greater than this, therefore I'll write down here x3 minus x2 bracket square plus y3 minus y2 bracket square. Distance is always positive when you're going to square it. Even if your answer comes negative in the bracket, no, when you're going to square it, it is going to be positive. Okay, therefore under root of, now x3, how much is x3? x3 is minus 4, and x2 is, how much is x2? x2, you can see it's, one second, x2 is 2. Okay, okay, minus 4 minus 2 bracket square plus, that will be 7 minus 5 bracket square. Okay, now under root of minus 4 minus 2 will be minus 6 bracket square plus, this will be 7 plus 5 bracket square, that is equal to 6 that will be 36, minus 6 into minus 6 will be plus 36, plus 7 plus 5 is 12, that will be 12 square. Now we have here 36 plus 144, that is 36 plus 144 is 180. Okay, now this 180 can be written as 36 into 5. Now 36 is square of 6, so 6 under root of 5. Okay, this is the value of BC. Okay, now here we'll find the value of AC. AC. So AC will be under root of x3 minus x1. Okay, x3 minus x1 bracket square plus y3 minus y1 bracket square. Now under root of, now how much is x3? x3 is minus 4, x1 is minus 1 bracket square plus y3. How much is y3? y3 is 7 minus 3 bracket square. Got it? Now here we have minus 4 minus 1 will be minus 5 bracket square plus 7 minus 3 will become plus 3 bracket square. Now under root of minus 5, it will be minus 5 into minus 5, that will be plus 25 plus, now this is 7 plus 3, 7 plus 3 is 10 square. Therefore you have here 25 plus 100, that is under root of 125. Now this 125 can be splitted and written as 25 into 5, and that will be equal to, this 25 is 5 square, so we can write it out under root of 5. This is distance AC. Now children, if you add AC and AB, okay, if you add AC and AB, now see here, therefore AB plus AC is equal to, now how much is AB? Root 5 plus AC is how much? 5 root 5. Therefore AB plus AC is equal to 6 root 5. Okay, therefore now how much is, what is 6 root 5? That is BC. Therefore AB plus AC is equal to 6 root 5. That is how much? AB plus AC is equal to BC. And therefore you can see the points A, B and C are collinear. Okay, these points are collinear. Okay children, now question number 2. In that we have solved 1. Now its remaining part we'll see in the next video, as this video has become very much lengthy.